Hello, my friends. I have another fun coloring page for us to do together today. I've chosen this flower box with 1, 2, 3, 4 flowers and 2 butterflies and 1 watering can. And here are my markers. So yesterday I asked you all to help me come up with some numbers between 1 and 16, and you did. And I numbered each of these colors 1 to 60 and marked the 6 numbers that you chose. So I can use any colors that I want to, but I have to use these 6. So let's get them. All right, well, let's get started. Let's make these petals this beautiful dark reddish purple color. Oh, I love that. I also wanted to say shout out to Lainey, who inspired this video. Let's do a little more purple, maybe on this butterfly, on these lower wings, and just a few little dots on these upper wings. Cute, I love that. Okay, to me this looks like a daffodil, so let's color this yellow. Daffodils are one of my favorite flowers. They grow in the springtime in the United States, and we also had them as decorations at our wedding. I'm gonna darken the middle of this flower by coloring this over top. Very good. Now I think this might be a white flower. So what if we add just some little shadows to the petals that are underneath? And then we can add just this very light color to show some texture on the upper petals. Just going to outline some of them, draw lines down the middle. Some get more color, some get less, and let's just add a little bit of texture there and there. I like that. Okay, let's say that this butterfly has some of this warm tannish gray color to it. Very good. Okay. Okay, this is an actual gray color. Why don't we use this to color this cute watering can? I remember when I was a kid, I didn't really enjoy drawing that much, but I did enjoy coloring with crayons, markers, and colored pencils. So it's kind of fun to get back into coloring, but get to use these fun and fancy markers. Cool, I like that. Okay, this is a rose, and I want to make it this pink color. I think it's actually called Rose Bouvard, which I don't know what Bouvard means, but oh wow, it's almost like a neon pink. It's pretty. Very, very vibrant. Shout out to whoever chose the number 17. So last week I started a new medical treatment for one of my illnesses, and the treatment has come with some side effects that are uncomfortable. But thankfully, now that I've been doing the treatment for about a week, it's gotten more manageable, less intense. This so far. Let's see, I kind of want to do the bottom part of this planter as blue. I think the upper part I'll do kind of like a orange clay color maybe. But the idea is that the bottom of it has been painted with this beautiful muted blue. I'm coloring upside down so that you can see it better, but I'm making a few little mistakes, which is okay. Okay, I think this might be a good, let's see, this is Y823 henna. Yeah, I think that looks like a good color for this planter. It's also kind of like slightly orange. And orange and blue are complementary colors. So these are near complementary colors. So it's starting to get pretty warm outside here in Mississippi. And I know that if you live in the southern hemisphere, it might be starting to get a bit cool. But if you live in the northern hemisphere, I'm curious if it's feeling summery yet or not. I like that. It's very cool. Let's use this to do just a little bit of shadow right here, and down here. Maybe down here too. Cool. Yes, like that. Okay, we need some nice greens here. Here's a very light green. I want to do kind of a mixture of light greens and darker greens. Ooh, this is such a pretty color. I guess it's not that light, but it is muted. So it's not going to overpower the light colors of the flower. I like that. Let's do some of that green over here. I really like to feature the same color at least twice on a page, just to add a bit more cohesion. Okay, let's go with this green. I am realizing that the angle of my light on that side is a bit awkward. It's a little hard to see the markers, but maybe that's okay. I don't know. Okay, let's add just a little bit of this green up here, tie it together. Let's add some green here in the middle of this flower, just some little dots of green. Cool, I like that. Here's a fun yellowish green. Let's try this for the purple flower. Again, because yellow and purple are complementary colors, so a yellowish green is a near complementary color. I'll add just a touch of that green here on the middle of that flower. And let's put this green here. Yeah, I like that. Okay, what next? What color do you think these hearts should be? I don't know. So we don't have any reds or oranges. We could do one of those colors. How about this kind of light orangish red? We can do this on the little hearts. Actually, I want to do a darker color on the hearts. Let's do it on this flower. What a pretty and unique color. I like this. Now it almost looks like a cross between springtime and Christmas. That's kind of funny. I just love how smoothly these markers color. So pretty. But just a tiny bit of red in the middle. Very good. And then I'll add a little bit of red on this butterfly. Okay, so next, let's finish this butterfly. I'm kind of thinking some very light blue would be nice. Maybe this blue right here. I'm gonna kind of try to go around these dots, but this marker does kind of spread, so it's not gonna be perfect. But that is okay. Oh, I think that's cute. We'll just add another big splotch right here, right here. Love that. Okay, so because some of the blue got into this heart, I want to use kind of a darker color. I wonder if I have like a dark red. I could try this red. Okay, I'm gonna try and be a little extra careful. Oh, I think that's pretty. The red kind of harmonizes well with this brownish color, but it's also different enough to stand out. Plus, who doesn't love a red heart? Let's add some of this red to the middle of each of these petals. I like that. And I'd really like to add a little bit more texture to some of these flowers. So let's try that next. Here's a light purple. I'm just gonna kind of trace some of these lines. Yeah, I like that better already. Cool. And here's this nice bluish black color. I just want to add some little lines here, almost as if the petals are like a little bit folded or wrinkled, but like in a cool way. And since we're doing polka dots on these butterflies, we'll add a couple more. Cool. It almost looks like a sea creature now, which is okay. Okay, now let's add a little bit more definition to this flower. We could add a bit of this pink. Maybe I could just kind of color over about half of each petal. Sometimes the sides, sometimes the middle. Okay, I don't love that and I don't hate it. It's okay, but it does add interest for sure. Okay, let's go back to this blue color and add some just kind of veiny lines. Okay, and then just add some little lines here, the same blue. Okay, now here's a nice dark brownish green. We can just do a little stripe of these along the bottom of that flower. And then, what about if we just draw some additional very thin lines with this green on this leaf, or these leaves rather. Just gives them some interest and texture. I like that. Okay. What else do we want to add? Let's do something with these streams of water that are coming out. I kind of like the idea of using this very light grayish blue. Let's try this. I'm just gonna go over top. Water is clear. Usually it's pretty opaque, but for the sake of our art today, it is grayish blue. Okay, I am actually loving this page. What do you think? There we go, some little weird water droplets. Okay, and a couple little lines there. A couple little lines there. It doesn't show up as blue, it just shows up as, I don't know, just something a little bit different. Okay, this one might be my favorite flower. I even like how interesting these leaves look. Okay, I moved the markers out of the way. Okay, so we have this purple flower with the blue and green middle. We have this pink rose with green leaves. We have this beautiful yellow and orange daffodil. And we have this kind of pale whitish pink flower with a yellow middle. The planter is brown, and then it has blue painted on the bottom and 3 red hearts. Here we have the cutest little watering can. It has a red flower with a spotted middle. The can is grayish brown, and you can see little streams of water flowing out to water our beautiful flowers. And finally, up here we have this pink and purple butterfly and this blue and tan butterfly. And these little things right here still look to me like sea creature eyes or like octopus suction cups. Anyway, this is our picture. Let's see how much bled through. Just a little bit right there. But it's okay because it's the last page. Oh, that's right. Some of you really like to see the back of the page. Look at that. It's so interesting because we didn't draw over the stems, and so you can't see them. Flower, 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 flower. Leaves. Planter. Watering can. Butterfly. I think that's really pretty. I like it. Okay, well, let me know if you would like to see another coloring video sometime. Along with this coloring book, I also have this one. Kind of more simple designs, but still fun. Oh, look at this. It bled through from this page. And then I also have this coloring book, my aesthetic coloring book, and it is interesting because most of the page is black, but then there are these white designs that can be colored in. I think I did at least one of these pages, or I didn't quite finish it, but you can see I started. So let me know if you would like to see me do one of this type of coloring page in a video. I hope that you are feeling relaxed and calm and sleepy and at peace. Ooh, look at this. I love this. I'm gonna mark this page so that I can come back and look at it another time. Anyway, thank you so much for spending this time with me today. I really, really appreciate all of your kindness and encouragement. And if you enjoyed this video, please consider liking, commenting, and subscribing. And I will see you next time. Bye for now.